Hey guys, Shubham here back with another video. So today we're gonna quickly look at Project Sakura, which is one of my favorite ROM of the all time. So if you guys don't know, Project Sakura is based on the Lineage OS. It also based on the Pixel UI for the interface, and as you can see, the whole interface is really smooth, just like a Pixel UI. As you can see, there are so many settings here. You can turn on the battery saver, which is gonna save your battery, also force you to turn on the dark mode, restrict the background activity and stuff. Here you will also get option for the FPS info if you want that FPS info here. As you can see, you will also get option for the ambient display and caffeine. This is one of my favorite option. I'm gonna tell you guys about this in the next video. You will also have gaming mode, which terminate all the apps that are running in the background, so you will get that awesome gaming experience. You can also add more stuff here. You will also get bedtime mode for that reading mode option. Here, this is one of my favorite feature, which allows you to change the color temperature. So if you are in the outdoor, you can set it on that, or you can just turn it off. If you are using this phone at night, here you will get option for that, so you won't get any hesitation. Also, you will get screen recorder here. It's really simple to use. There's not too much to it. We're also gonna do PUBG test, but first let's look at the settings, quick settings here. So as you can see, you will get this awesome camera app, one of my favorite camera app. I don't know which camera is it. Let me know which camera is it you're using. I don't know which is it. You'll get option for the auto HDR, portrait mode, sports mode, candlelight mode, night mode. The night mode works perfectly, as you can see. In the low light, it does capture pretty good pictures. Also, you will get dedicated flash for it. You will also have pro mode, which allows you to shot that long exposure or change the ISO or any settings you want. It's only work for the photo though. Here you can change the many settings. You will also have face detection option, which detect your face not only in the photo but also in the video. You can save whenever you want. You can even save on the SD card, which not a lot of camera apps allow you to do that. Here you can change the setting of the picture quality, shutter speed. Even you can choose the picture format, which is JPEG and HEIF. So here you can record the video on all this format. It also allows QVGA, which is a lot lower quality videos. Here you can change the noise reduction in the video as well as in the picture. Here you can change the audio codec, and there's a lot of more options that I'll show you guys in the next video. This is one of my favorite camera app. If you guys know about which camera app it is using, let me know so I can install on my phone. I really like the aesthetic theme of it. As you can see, let's check out the CPUs here, and as you can see, the security patch is up to date. So let's check out the Sakura configs, which is the Sakura setting. So as you guys know, this whole project is based on Lineage OS. So if you want to check out, as you can see, these are the devices that this ROM supports. As you can see, this supports most of the major devices, so you don't have to worry about it. Okay, so now let's check out the interface. And so in the theme, you can change the theme to the Google Gray, Big Green, Choco X, Pitch Black and Mizu. Let's check out the Mizu here. As you can see, so it will change your phone to the dark mode. So if you want to change the theme to the light, as you can see, you just have to press here. You will also get option for the rounded corners if you want to do that. You will also get option for the smart pixel, which reduce the power consumption. If you enable this, as you can see, your display will go like purplish color. You can't see on the camera, but this only works on the AMOLED display. So if your phone does have AMOLED display, you can turn this on. You can also set it on the auto enable when the battery saver is on. So here you can set the full screen apps if you want to. On the animation, you can change the duration of animation. Let me show you guys. So if you go back here, as you can see, you can change the animation here. Okay, on the quick setting, you can adjust the quick setting opacity. You can blur behind the quick settings. Also you can enable the custom header images. As you can see here on the lock screen, you can turn on music visualizer, so whenever the music is gonna play on your device, you will get this awesome visualizer. You can also turn on the status bar option. On the gestures, you can add that 3-finger gesture option. Let me show you guys. As you can see, you just have to swipe the 3 finger to take the screenshot. That's only one option for the gesture here. Here you can turn on the edge lightning. As you can see, whenever you get notification, you will get this awesome edge lightning. And here's the miscellaneous, which allows you to allow signature proofing. So if there's any app that is using signature, you can bypass that. So here you will also get option for the sensor block. So if you want to save more battery, it will automatically block those sensors which are not using. You can also have gaming mode, which you can put any game here. As you can see, oh, I mistakenly put the weather. Let me put the PUBG, and it will automatically turn off when I'm playing that game. So as you can see, it will remove all the notification while you are gaming. You'll also get OTA update. You have to manually install it though. So on the display option, you can change the brightness level. Here you can turn on the dark theme. Here, this is one of my favorite feature, which allows you to change the temperature of the both day and night. You just have to set the temperature for the day and the night, so it will automatically change the temperature whenever it's night. Or you can also use this app live display to change the temperature. So anyways, let's look at some of the other settings. Here you can change the color calibration. You can set however you want. Here you can adjust the picture adjustment. You can change the saturation, intensity. I'm not going to change that a lot. Contrast. So this will allow you to have that saturated, warm looking picture. So if you know how to use this, you can use this as well. You can change automatic outdoor mode, which will change the saturation automatic whenever you get in the bright sunlight. So that's pretty awesome, right? These are some of my favorite features on this app. Here you can choose adaptive brightness, which means it will adjust brightness automatically with your environment. Here you can also change the font settings. As you can see, I usually put it on the 105, which is I guess best. Here you can prevent the accidental wake up. So here you can change the system settings. You can change the buttons. As you can see, introvert layout. Here you can use a volume button to wake your device. Here you can use long press for the torch. If you long press the power button, it will automatically turn on the torch. Okay, let me turn off the display. So as you can see, you just have to long press the power button and it will automatically turn on torch. This is one of my favorite feature, which because I use torch a lot. So here you can also use edge long swipe action, which allows you to open some of these features. Okay, I'm not gonna go deep into it, but yeah, here you can change the status bar options. As you can see, here you can change the icons. Here you can replace the 4G instead of LTE. On the clock position, you can also check the seconds here. Here you can change the clock positions. Here you can also change the battery inductor. Here you can also get system profile. You can also set the gestures for the camera. As you can see, to quickly open the camera, press the power button twice. So all I have to do is press the power button twice to open the camera. As you can see, that's pretty cool, right? So that's it for the settings. Now we're gonna play PUBG, and as you can see, my FPS meter is on, so we can see how well it can handle PUBG. So gaming mode is turned on, as you can see, and let's see how well it can handle the PUBG. As you can see, the graphics are on the HD and high, so that means we can get smooth performance on the PUBG. So let's play the quick match and let's see how well it can perform. So as you can see, the FPS is constantly changing. Right now it's on the 59, 58. The gameplay is really smooth, let me tell you that. This guy is following me, so I have to jump. So as you can see, the frame rate is really not constant at all. It's around 40 to 50 fps, but sometimes it do get around 59, so that's pretty cool, right? I don't know how accurate this fps meter is, so I can't tell you exactly. Dropping frames a little bit. I think that guy is bot, so I'm not gonna mess with him. Maybe not, we don't know. Let's go near school and let's see if we can find any enemies, because I want to end this game really quickly. So anyways, let's go back, and right now as you can see, hey guys, so now I'm gonna show you how you can install Sakura project on your own smartphone as well. So all you have to do is turn off your device. Make sure to move those files on your phone, which I'll give link in the description. After that, go to the recovery mode, pressing the power and the volume button together. As you can see, I have Orange Fox Recovery installed on my smartphone. If you don't know how to install recoveries, you can check videos on the YouTube. There are so many videos out there. So first you have to flash the FW file, but before that, make sure you wipe all of your data, system and cache. Now go back. First you have to install the FW file. Now just go back. Now install the project Sakura. So I'm just gonna put phone here. So as you can see, now it's installed on my phone successfully. Now just flash the disabler. So yeah, once you do all those steps, you can just turn on your device. Now go to the menu, go to the reboot and go to the system. It will take longer to load. So yeah, as you can see, now we are on the setup window. So I'm not gonna do entire setup on this video, because this video already has been way too big than I thought. So anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this ROM test, and please leave a like, subscribe to my channel, do all that good stuff, turn on the notification for the new videos like this. So hope you guys enjoy. Please make sure you subscribe and stay tuned. Peace out.